Creole listeners, Assalamu alaikum, Prochan Arab Channel EAP Nader Shagatam. Today, we begin a journey into a world covered in shadows. A world before the final dawn. Before the mercy of Allah reached the sands of Arabia. This is the Jahiliyyah Era, the age of ignorance, a time when the desert winds carried not hope, but hatred, a time when tribes lived and died for honor. Mercy was a rare visitor. In the vast Arabian desert, tribes ruled everything. There was no king, no judge, no system to protect the weak. Every tribe was a world of its own, and every man was responsible for his own survival. If one person from a tribe was harmed, an entire tribe rose for revenge. Sometimes, a single insult led to wars. Wars lasting 40, even 50 years. Imagine an age where swords decided justice, where spears were the language of pride. This was their reality. But beneath this harsh world was another darkness, one far more painful, one that still shakes hearts today. The fate of the newborn daughter. In many tribes, a girl was considered shame, a burden, an unwanted responsibility. In a society obsessed with power and pride, when a daughter was born, some fathers felt fear, some felt humiliation, and some fell into such darkness that they decided to end the life of their own child. Yes, this is the truth of the Jahiliyyah era. Some tribes buried their daughters alive. The mother's tears had no value. Her cries were unheard. The newborn's soft breath was taken away before she ever saw the world. The desert sand became a grave for innocence. But how did a society become so cruel? To understand this, we must step deeper into the culture of ancient Arabia. This was a time of extreme inequality. The powerful lived with luxury, gold, perfumes, fine clothing. But the poor struggled every single day. Slaves were bought and sold. Like objects, they were beaten, tortured, and deprived of all rights. Some were forced to work day and night, with no hope of freedom. Women, too, had almost no status. A woman could be inherited as property. She had no right to speak, no right to decide, no right to own anything. In markets like Ukas, people gathered not only for trade, but for poetry battles, ego fights, and displays of arrogance. Idol worship dominated Makkah. 360 idols stood around the Kaaba. People believed these idols controlled life and death, rain and fortune. Superstition ruled the mind. If someone sneezed at the wrong time, it was considered a bad omen. If birds flew in a certain direction, travel plans were cancelled. Magic and fortune-telling were considered truth. The darkness was not just in society, it was in their hearts. And yet, even in this age of cruelty, there were a few who still believed in one God. The Hanifs. They refused idol worship, refused injustice, and waited for a prophet promised in ancient scriptures. Their hearts whispered that a great change was coming. As the world drowned in darkness, the time of mercy approached. A light was destined to rise from the very land of Arabia. But before light comes, the night becomes darkest. The Jahiliyyah era was that dark night. Wars everywhere, savagery everywhere, bloodshed everywhere. Tribes fought over water, over camels, over pride, sometimes even over poetry. In Makkah, the powerful Quraysh leaders collected wealth through trade. Caravans of gold, spices, silk, and leather traveled from Yemen to Syria. But the poor of Makkah rarely tasted this wealth. Injustice became normal, arrogance became a culture, mercy became weakness. But the world was waiting for someone who would break this darkness, someone who would end tribal arrogance, end the killing of daughters, end slavery, end idol worship, someone who would bring justice to the oppressed, and honor to the dishonored. That moment was near. The desert wind carried a whisper, a prophecy that would soon change history forever. The people of Madain, and the scholars of the people of the book, knew a final messenger was close. Signs appeared in the skies, in dreams, in scriptures, and right in the center of Arabia, in the sacred city of Makkah. The Kaaba stood waiting for the arrival of the one who would cleanse it from idols and restore its original light. In our next episode, we will step into the moments before the blessed birth of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. The night of miracles, the signs, and the events that shook empires. Stay with us. This was the true face of the Jahiliyyah era. A world before guidance. A world before light. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Wait for the next video. Assalamu alaikum.